Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitch Yeti here, and today I'm going to take you to the cowboy capital of North Carolina, none other than Love Valley. It's been a couple years since I've been here. I can't wait to get up there and check this old western town out. No cars allowed. We will be on foot today because I don't own a horse. I do think they got stables. Maybe you can rent a horse if you come up here. A lot of people come up here and do some horseback riding in the springtime and summer months. At least I think they still do. But anywho, we're going to learn a little bit about this town, who started this town, and a little known secret, which is not well known by everyone unless you search for it. They had like a Woodstock concert here back in 1970. It's true. There's like over 100,000 people showed up to this little western town here in North Carolina and rocked out with the Allman Brothers. Talk about that a little bit too. I'm going to show you where that concert happened. So if you're, put your spurs on, put your hat on, get ready to cowboy up. I'm going to check out Love Valley today. It's a beautiful day out. Great day for walking. Let's get some fresh air. Get some of that vitamin D that sun's putting down on me right now. Feeling pretty warm. I don't know how long I'm going to stay in this hoodie, but it's still a little chilly, but sun, this hoodie, yeah, it's getting a little bit warm. So let's make our way down Mountain View Road and go look up some Love Valley fun. Let's begin. All right, my friends, bada bing, bada boom, just like that, I have made it. Welcome to Love Valley. And if you're leaving Love Valley, you will see this sign right here. It says, hurry back. Already noticed there's a lot of people riding horses today, and so we want to really take extra care as we walk today and what we see, because there's going to be a lot of this. You're going to see quite a bit of horse defecation on the roads. Quite a bit. There's a lot of horses. I've already seen probably about 8 horses today just driving in. So I've already parked the vehicle. I cannot take the vehicle into town limits or anything, but we're going to walk on up through here and just look at some of the cool things to see. This is a roadside attraction in its own right. Even if you're not a horseback rider, this is some, we're going to see some cool stuff today. So let's move up this way a little bit further and dig in real deep in this town. Let's go look at some cool western stuff. All right, and just to give you a little backstory to Love Valley before we continue on into town here, Love Valley is an authentic western town situated in the foothills of the Brushy Mountains, just north of Statesville, North Carolina. Love Valley is a boy's dream and a man's reality. Andy Barker always dreamed of living in a western town, so at age 29, Andy left his lucrative general contracting business in Charlotte, moved his family up north of Statesville in 1954. His wife, son, and his daughter moved into a little one-room shack. Andy used his crew from J.A. Construction Company, owned jointly with his father, to build the town of Love Valley. The first building they constructed was the Love Valley Presbyterian Church. This was followed by the arena and the rest of the town. So originally the town was built around the arena, but then they decided to move it up into its present location overlooking the arena. The first mayor was Andy's father, known as J.A., but in 1965, Andy was elected for the first of many terms. In 1970, Love Valley had a rock festival in which the Allman Brothers band headlined. I'll show you exactly where all that happened, and I have a picture to plug in to show you, what it looked like back in the day, because it was like 100,000 people showed up to this little town. In 1988, Love Valley's leathersmith Joe Ponder was inducted into the Guinness Book of World Records for having the world's strongest teeth. Love Valley was promoted even further when Joe was featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not, and then later he even appeared on the David Letterman show. Pretty cool. All right, we're actually looking right down to the main drag now. You can see the entrance to Love Valley down there. You can see the signage. It says Love Valley in red, and you see some horses. You see a few people parked off to the left. That's like a little parking area. You can park there and then walk into the town itself down Main Street. And then right up here, we have some Love Valley town rules. Kind of give you an idea of some of the rules they have here in the area. And I love this one right here. That's really cool, ain't it? You don't see that every day for town rules. Main Street closed to motor vehicles. Pretty cool. And then right below there it says no running horses, no glass containers. So now we are ready to start walking in this direction and getting into the the gist of things. I just spoke to a lady, and she was telling me about where the church is located, and that is the first building that was built here in Love Valley by Andy Barker and his family. And she said it's always open, so we might go down there and look at it. She said that they're really looking forward to bringing this place back alive because they've had a lot of issues, kind of plumbing issues in recent years. And they got the parts and pieces coming in for their plumbing problems in September at the end of summer. So she's really loving what's happening here and the revival that's happening. And she was like, get some good pictures, get some good video. We're coming back. And I'm like, all right. All right, the open sign is on for this bed and breakfast located here in Love Valley. So they got a vacancy. This is called Miss Kitty. And this here kind of reminds you of, I don't know, where's Marshall Dillon's office in Festus? That's what this reminds me of a little bit. Very interesting. It says gift shop on it. I don't know if they really got a gift shop here or not, but that's pretty neat. Obviously, if you come to Miss Kitty's, you better not be smoking. If you plan on smoking, you better be on fire. Have some swings out here. This is so cool. Room and board. Ted's root beer. Here, welcome to Love Valley.
Well, it is a
1963.
Well, and it's a he.
Check out this sign right here. It says Town of Love Valley, 1954. And it's got a name, Andy and Eleanor Barker, which is Andy and his wife. The town creators, that's their name right there on that sign. Right before you make your way in to the town itself. There's the sign, Love Valley. All right, I'm ready. So right over there is Miss Kitty's. And then if you go down Torrey Pass Lane, right down through here, and the church supposed to be down that way. And so we're going to go down there and take a look at that now and look at the stained glass windows. She said it's really fixed up nice. And it's still a functional church. They still use this church from day to day, so it's always open. So we definitely want to go check that out. All right, and right here is the church, Love Valley Presbyterian Church. This right here is its location. This would have been the first building that was built by Andy Barker and his family when Love Valley was just starting way back in the, 1954. And I just think about it, these rocks right here could be the exact rocks even back then they placed for the first time of the church. Now, is it going to be easy to get in here? I don't know. She said it's always open. But look at this mechanism right here. Is that going to just open up? All right, here we go. We're in the church. All right, here we go. We walk in the church now. And look at this place. There's the stained glass windows. And they have service here every week and have meetings. That's really pretty. I wish I knew where the lights were. So right here's the lights. There we go. We got lights. So this is the church. I'm not going to spend much time in here because I don't want to alarm anybody. But she said I was welcome to come in, but she didn't come with me. So, but this is what it looks like. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That is beautiful stained glass right there. I like it a lot. I mean, all of them are pretty, but that right there is really awesome looking. All right, let's skedaddle. I just wanted to see what it looked like. All right, so we was just inside the church right here, and now I noticed there's a few graves scattered over here on the side of the property here at the church. And I noticed this this big headstone right here. It says Ponder on it, and this is the grave site of Joseph D. Ponder, died June 1st, 2002. And this is, I'm thinking, is the same Joe that I read about who had the world's strongest teeth, who was on the Ripley's Believe It or Not. He was in the Guinness World Book of Records for having the strongest teeth, and he was on the David Letterman show. So he's actually buried right here at the church. And they got a few more right over here to the side where there's some American flags. I want to go over here and check these out next. So I made my way up here to these flags. And this right here would have been Andy Barker's wife, Eleanor Barker. She died in 2018. It says loving wife, mother, and grandmother. And then right next to her is this will be her son, because he was only 2 years old when they moved here in 1954. And as you can see, February 25th, 1952 is when he was born. And he died August 2nd, 1981. He was very young. Jet was his nickname, I guess. And right here next to Eleanor is Jeter Andrew Barker Jr. I'm thinking this here's him. This has got to be him, July 4th, 1924. So this here would be the creator of Love Valley. He died August 11th, 2011. Andy. Great hopes make great men. Right here on this hillside. And if you look straight across from this hill where these people are buried, the Barkers, right there is the rodeo ring. That there is also going to be the site of that 1970 rock concert with 100,000 people all across that hillside. And right up there, those buildings that you see through the woods, that is the town of Love Valley. That's where Main Street is. That's where we are going to venture next. So let's get started that direction. And right here, before you enter the actual town itself, they have this cute little sign right here. And it says no motorized vehicles on Main Street, no open container, no horses on boardwalks. So I was going to walk straight down the middle of the town entering, but I think I want to walk down this old boardwalk right here. You know, I think that's so awesome looking. Too bad I ain't got some big old boots on or something where you can hear that little clickety-clack sound as you walk down this old wood. That'd be awesome. So it looked like they are doing some work and some sanding and fixing this old shop up right here on this little boardwalk. Doing a lot of work inside. The sign here says Moonshine Gifts, but I don't know if that's what it's going to be moving forward or not. All right, I have to do it. I have to come down here on Main Street now and just walk. Try not to step in any, you know, horse poopy. Look at this though. Is this not cool? That is awesome, man. I mean, this is just like being in that show Gunsmoke. This is so rad. Look at that. It's like a leather workshop for custom saddles and things. I got a couple old saddles up there on the roof, draped over. That is pretty neat. And look at this. They got some old. Well, number one, first thing you see here in town is you notice they got hitching posts where you ride your horses and hitch them. But as we walk up here back on this boardwalk area, there's some old church pews right here. Check that out. Somebody down there said that sign actually says open. I don't know what that is, but we're going to make our way down there and look at it. I was talking to a lady when I was coming in about like how this all started. Like originally, you know, they built the church and then they built the arena, and then the town, this town itself was originally built down the hill around the arena, but due to flooding, they decided to move it up here to higher ground overlooking the arena, which is a smart move. This storefront right here is called Shelby's Place. And she said they actually have, I think, a band or something that plays up here. It's actually going to be playing up here tonight. It's got some old wooden signs up here telling you what they sell here. We got ice cream, pizza, ice. And of course, they got music because of the band. Pretty cool stuff. I hope they get everything situated up here in this old town and get everything open back up where people can come and enjoy it. Not that people don't still come up here. You see a lot of people doing some horsebacking. But I think you got like 2,000 acres here of horsebacking. So it's a really big thing here in the area. And this is a cool place. I don't remember this last time I was here. This looks like it was freshly built. That old wood cowboy capital there. It says Love Valley sign. Have you a little, maybe a selfie moment picture there. Pretty cool. So I found this signage here. It's like a map of Love Valley. And they have like phase 1, 165 structures likely on septic systems. And that's part of their problem when I got shut down up here years ago, was due to their septic problems. And then they got phase 2, 92 structures likely on septic systems. So I think this right here is where we're at. This right here is like the main street of town. So I'm gonna back up. You see, we've been walking here in this area. Look how expansive Love Valley is, the town. Look at that. And this down here, this new area, look at that. That's phase 2 down there. And they got like occupied buildings are red. You see quite a few buildings here with people in them, are being used for something. So I never really realized how big this place was until I looked. You know, with this sign right here, this picture. That is pretty cool. All right, let's continue on. Check this out. I finally found a horse that I can ride and handle. Right there it is. Give me a quarter. All right, and right here is the general store and cafe. I like this sign right here. It says free ride in a sheriff's car if you shoplift from this store. Compliments of Sheriff Philip H. Redmond. But he's not been sheriff in this county for quite some time. That's definitely old. It's probably 10 years old or better. That signage. Check out these old fans up here. Look at that. Wow, those hot North Carolina summers, boy, to do it, won't it? To a fan. I see this at the beach every once in a while too, but these here have not been used in, I would say, a really long time. Seeing their condition. They're just so wilted looking. That's pretty wild. And right across from the general store, we have Dawn's Feed and More. She makes this kind of stuff here also. Home on the range. She got her open side on. There are actually people inside doing a little bit of shopping. Some of the stuff there in the window that she actually sells. That's pretty cool. And here's a cool sign. It says Barker Family Love Valley Museum. Right there. I don't know if that's something that's coming, or is it a thing now? I don't know. Let's see if I can peek in the window here and see anything. It's pretty dark in there. There's some books or something, but other than that, and there's a lot of pictures. I know you guys can't see it, right? But you see the pictures on the wall? That'd be kind of cool to see that kind of stuff. And right here is another little place. We got the Cowboy Canteen, drinks and snacks. Let's go in here and check out what the vending machines have. We have some wooden American flag. And right here it says vending machines. Right in here, have the one lonely little light lighting it up. And I will put it to you like this. They don't got a whole lot. They got some Ritz bites in there, a sweet and salty mix, some sun chips. Very dark in here. Right here they got some cold drinks. Got some Sprite, Coca-Cola, Sun Drop, a little bit of Monster, which I don't drink those. I think those things are terrible for you, but you know, everybody's got their own thing. There's some cheer wine right out of North Carolina. Cheer wine was invented here in North Carolina. All right, a few little things in here. I think they need to restock it. All right, right here is the Silver Spur Saloon. A lot of stories about this place throughout the years. A lot of my friends, well, not a lot of them. I had a handful was really big into riding horses and rodeoing and things like that. And I remember stories where they would come to the Silver Spur, have a good time. I don't know what that's up there for. It says May of 2013. I don't know if that's when they closed this place, possibly. Might be. That's all barbed wire, by the way. Like that ring going around it. And check this out. We have us a wanted poster here. Check that out right there. Is always up to something and involved in many shenanigans. Looking this good at 60 is a crime. That is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Right here I'm standing on this little walkway area here on the where the Silver Spur is located, and look at this door up here. It's just like if you open out that door, there's nothing to walk on. You're just gonna like fall to the ground. How crazy is that? I wonder if there used to be something there, or maybe that's how they loaded stuff up in there. I don't know. That is so bizarre. I don't know if this is even safe, but it wasn't blocked off, so you know me, we're gonna go for it. I can imagine in the summertime when it's warm and everything's blooming, you see all this growth, these vines. I bet that is something else. There's a bumblebee I'm walking by. This is like a back door to the Silver Spur. Kind of look over the edge here. See the back side, they actually have a little patio back here. And down there's the road. That's where the church is located, is back down that way. Some of these buildings are definitely has some rough for wear going on. And if you look at the roof of this building, look at that. That sheet metal's kind of ripped up. And it looks like something's growing out of there. It's not alive now, but I bet in the summertime you have some blooms on that for sure. A lot of work needs to be done to this whole place. So I just came around this corner right here from the side and I'm looking around here, and I looked up and look at that old fan up there, how rusted out that thing is. Yeah, that is rusted out big time. Look at that thing. And they got an old sign right here. Silver Spur Saloon. Fine food, casual dining, live country music and dancing. And right here is the chicken coop. It's being totally darked out. Maybe you can see it now. Chicken coop. Right there it is, chicken coop. Look at this right here. That's a sign you don't see every day. Bad water, drink at bar. Now I think last time I was here, I think they actually had chickens in this chicken coop, but not now. There's no chickens in there. There's nothing here worth your life. Man, that's threatening. So no chicken coop. A lot of firewood right there. I don't know if it's worth my life or not, but I like a good fireplace fire. Ain't nothing warm you up in the wintertime better than a fireplace with some logs in it, crackling and burning. All right, we have made it all the way down Main Street now. And this is what it looks like at the end of Main Street. Looks like we have a old, well, the windmill used to be there. But this is what you're going to see if you walk all the way to the end of Main Street. You have the L for love and the V for valley. Right here's the gate. And believe it or not, yours truly has been here. And I have actually sat right down there on those, it's like concrete bleachers. At least I think it's still there. It looks kind of yeah, they're still there. I see it down there at the end. But this right here, I've actually been here to watch rodeo before back in the day. Really cool. And this is the site for the rock concert. Right here. This is where the show was. This is where it all went down. And you can tell, like this is the arena they built, and you can tell, like, you know, the town used to be down here, but you can see how downhill it is, and flooding would have been an issue. And that's the reason they moved it back up here to the top side. Right here where it exists today. I wonder if we can walk down there. I kind of like to walk down there a little bit. All right. The gate wasn't locked, so I just walked in. I've not been down here in quite a while. I can't even remember if I walked down here on my last visit when I was here. That was way back. That was like 2 years ago. That was when when I was just starting to dabble in YouTube, and I came here and made a video, and that's back when I used to maybe upload maybe once a month. I was just messing with it. Didn't know if I was going to like it or not. And look at me now. Always uploading 2 videos a week, every Friday and Monday. If you're new to the channel, right now would be a good time to hit that subscribe button. It's free. All right, check this out, man. Yeah, they're getting ready to have some rodeoing soon. That looks pretty good down there. I've actually seen this place kind of grown up before. But it looks like looks like everything's been freshly painted. A lot of red, white, and blue on the railing. Americana. And yeah, right here is the steps. I mean, not the steps, but the seats. Which I don't know how good you're going to be setting out here. I thought when I was here last time, maybe we had stuff to set on. There's a lot of moss on the seating here in the arena. But this is where the rock concert definitely happened. There's some really good pictures where you can see where this was just people. Seas of people as far as you can see back through here. So back in 1970, I'm going to share with you kind of a loose story that I gathered from people that used to come here a lot and hang out here. But I think kind of what happened, you know, I think it was in '69, you know, Woodstock happened up in New York, in the state of New York. And I think Andy Barker's daughter wanted to go to that said rock concert, and he said, no, you ain't going to that. No, my daughter ain't going to that. So he wanted to put on his own little concert for her here, like a year later in 1970. So that being said, I believe it was like there was another concert going on further to the south. The Allman Brothers ended up coming to this, and everybody just kind of followed. Because you got to remember, back in those days, it was like all that, you know, love and peace and all that stuff was going on, free love, that type of thing. And people would just kind of, especially hippies, they just kind of congregate together and move from one party area to the other. And everybody got wind of it, and they was like, I think expecting maybe 1,000 people or a couple thousand people or a few thousand people, something like that. And it was like 100,000 people showed up. And they was like people like bathing in the local pond here, nudity. I mean, it was like crazy. People sleeping in people's yards. And can you imagine the farmers here in the area? Because this was like farming country up here in North Iredell area. So there was a lot of crazy stuff going on back in those days. And if you can get with the right people, they have memories of it. And I'm sure there's some people here who probably still live in Love Valley. Some of the older people can definitely tell you stories about it. They was probably here during that time. So if you're up here and you see a local and they say, and you can know if it's a local because they're going to be very kind and they always say, howdy, how you doing? How you doing today? I've been spoken to like 4 or 5 times in just a little bit of time. I walked from the very entrance to the town entrance. And that ain't all. Remember at the beginning of the video where I was out by Highway 115 or Wilkesboro Highway, as soon as I pulled over and got out of my vehicle and started doing my intro, a lady pulls up in a Toyota and she said, you need any help? Can I help you? Or she thought I was broke down. I was like, how kind is that? So a lot of really sweet people up here in this area, really nice and friendly. So that's good to see. So all right, let's make our way back up the hill here. This is the arena. This is where the big rock concert happened. The Woodstock in the south here in Love Valley happened right here. I think the Allman Brothers was right there, man, rocking it out. 100,000 people strong down here. So in this old cowboy town. That is that's pretty rad. All right, so one good thing about being here at the arena, we can zoom over there and you can actually see the church location. And right there it is. That was the first structure that he built here in Love Valley, and it's still here to that very day. And still functional, open every day, they said. All right, that was quite a pump going up that hill. Look at all the people in town here. Look at them riding horses. Ain't that cool? Yeah, everybody's out here doing some horseback riding today. That is so cool. All right, we are making it through town. You can see the people We're really out today on this beautiful day here in North Carolina, doing a little bit of horseback riding up here in Love Valley. Exciting time for this community. All right, we have made our way back down here to the entrance of Main Street, and I just wanted to come over here and take a little bit closer look at this area because there was some people over here a few minutes ago when I first came in. We wasn't able to really check it out, but check out this light system right here. It kind of looks out of place for an old western town. I mean, this looks like lights you might would have found in like Disney World or right in front of the, you know, the castle at Magic Kingdom. That's kind of interesting. And right here on this sign it says Barker 169. Don't really know the significance of this place, but it says welcome up there, and it actually has old skeleton, red skeleton up there, like kind of hanging on to the roof for dear life, like he's in a hurricane. Really don't know what this was. Kind of hard to tell. Ain't really a whole lot of sign. We've got a light up here, and then we have a sign right here on the wall that says Love Valley, a cowboy and a cowgirl dream come true. All right, my friends, that will pretty much conclude my little tour through Love Valley today. Really happy to see that this place is looking on the up, on the mend, if you will. Their septic problem hopefully will get fixed this September, as the woman told me. And really cool to come up here. This is such a cool little town, and you don't see towns like this every day. And that's what makes it so neat to walk down through this old western town here in western North Carolina at the foothills of the Brushy Mountains. A lot of people riding horseback today, which does not surprise me because it was a gorgeous day. It's still beautiful, and it's getting even warmer, and I'm about ready to come out of this jacket, that's for dang sure. So if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting lately from everybody subscribing. We really have been on a roll, picking up a lot of subscribers, a few hundred in the last couple of weeks. That's really awesome. See the channel growing, and do all kinds of content. Man, we go to the beach. I go up to Pigeon Forge area. I go to Florida, down around Disney World, Orlando. We do all kinds of different traveling. We also would like to go on cruises from time to time, and we have some of those plans. So if you're into cruises, or you want to kind of know what it's like to go to the Caribbean via a cruise ship, you want to go on a little journey with me, I will definitely be more than willing to take you along with me to go see that beautiful water down there in the Caribbean, because it is a lot of fun. We'll do some snorkeling, maybe some zip lining like we did this last time. A lot of fun. So all that being said, friends, I hope to see you around. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope y'all have a great day. And until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe out there. Hope to see you around. Y'all stay good.